I've learned a lot about IBM Verify in the past 9 months, and it was 9 months ago that I committed to come back with some more in-depth, hands-on videos of IBM Verify product features and functionality. But now that time has come, my time with IBM Canada has come to an end. But before I go, I want to share one more video for you with IBM Verify. This isn't a canned technical sales demo, and it isn't from a lab. It's a showcase of work on behalf of a client who shall remain anonymous, while I've been keeping myself too busy to record demo videos. IBM Verify SaaS was, or rather is, built as an API-first product, and I've been helping exercise this API as part of a deliverable for an IAM, Identity and Access Management, migration from on-premises to Verify SaaS. In this scenario, we're bulk loading users from an on-prem IAM into Verify SaaS, so we've requested requestable features, user list report, CI 74090, and download reports as CSV files, CI 40542, and as a Verify customer, you can open a case to have these features added to your tenant. To be able to call the API, we have to create and entitle an API client, or reuse and further entitle an existing client, but it's best to use different API clients for different purposes. And I've entitled the API client with Manage Users and Standards Groups permission. Now that's done, our first API call is always to get an access token via the v1 endpoint default token URL and store it for later use. We're doing this in Java, not Shell, because there's a key piece of the deliverable which requires a lot of compute, which I'll mention later, which falls outside of just a couple of API calls that you could quickly script instead. With the access token, we import our CSV file using the v2 CSV import users API. Verify doesn't support importing and adding users to groups in one step yet, so our code pre-processes the CSV to remove the groups column before import. Like bulk load, import users is an asynchronous job, which we poll with the v1 reports jobs API. And like bulk load, import users has a 10 megabyte upload limit. However, unlike bulk load, import users isn't limited to 1,000 operations, so we'd only have to split our upload or uploads into 10 megabyte chunks. To add our users to the necessary non-default group or groups, we need the UIDs of our users. So we call the v1 reports exports jobs API and poll using the job ID for completion, which requires manage reports permission. After that, we also use the job ID to download the report using the v1 reports jobs API. Then we can iterate over our UIDs and add them into a JSON payload for the v2 groups patch API, 1,000 users at a time, and add them into a JSON payload for the optional use in the v2 CSV delete users API call to clean up the environment later if you so wish. Now the users have been added to their required and necessary groups, we're going to use the v1 reports exports job API again, but this time the download includes the new group memberships. We'll reconcile this data set, the download zip and the user's CSV files, including one-way encrypted hashed passwords, against our original data set, upload CSV, and in Java, for speed and efficiency, compare our users field by field for fidelity. If you're watching closely, we also call the Attributes API, which requires read attribute permission to get the schema attribute names for the reports exports job API payload. The code is designed using flag file present or absent to drive API client logic. The presence of a file signals to the code that that step should not be repeated. If a step needs to be repeated, delete that flag file and rerun the code. For example, when the access token expires, API calls return a 401, not authorized, so delete the access token file from the file system and rerun the code. There's one step where the flag file has an inverse effect, in that if the delete users true file exists, then only users uploaded in the CSV and downloaded with UIDs and the flag file are deleted with the intent of returning the tenant to an earlier state before the users were uploaded. If you're a Verify SaaS user, I encourage you to check out the API. It's a great tool for automating manual processes and encapsulating technical knowledge. My name's Alex Russell. I was a Customer Success Manager at IBM Canada, and that was my last video as an IBMer on IBM software. Thank you for watching.
Music is Ocean by Tristan Barton, artlist.io, social license number APMB01. Letters in lowercase except M and B.